As your React native codebase grows, so does the complexity, and without structure, things can spiral out of control. That's where modular code architecture comes in. It's not just about folder structure. It's about dividing your app into scalable, self-contained units that are easy to test, extend, and maintain. In a modular architecture, the focus shifts from feature dumping to feature ownership. Each feature, like Auth, profile, search, or orders, gets its own module. Inside that module, you'll keep everything related to it: screens, components, styles, hooks, state, and even API logic. This creates a vertical slice of responsibility. Instead of spreading logic horizontally across folders like components, utils, or screens, you can structure each module with folders like components / hook / screen / API / and type /. At the root level of your app, you maintain shared modules like common / theme / navigation / and util /. This approach works beautifully with monorepos too, especially if you're using NX or Turbopo to isolate and manage dependencies between modules. Routing and navigation should also follow a modular approach. Each feature module can export a stack or screen, and your app's main navigator can dynamically compose them. If you're using React navigation, create isolated navigators within each module and then register them at the app level. This keeps root definitions local and readable. When it comes to state management, modular architecture plays nicely with tools like Redux Toolkit, Zustand, or even Context API. Each module should manage its own slice of state. If you're using Redux, use createSlice within the feature module and export its reducer. This way, the global store just imports reducers from each feature, no coupling. One big advantage of this structure is developer autonomy. Teams can work independently on different modules without stepping on each other's toes. New developers can onboard faster by focusing on a single feature instead of understanding the entire app at once. Testing becomes easier too, because your modules are already isolated by design. Let's say your app has features like authentication, product catalog, cart, and user profile. In a modular setup, each of these becomes a directory inside features / containing everything it needs. Want to reuse a button or hook across modules? Put it in common / or shared /. This way, your app scales horizontally without collapsing under its own weight. To enforce boundaries, tools like EaseLint plugins, TypeScript path aliases, and NX graph visualizations can help you define what each module can import or expose. You can even use interface contracts or shared types for communication between modules, ensuring a decoupled yet connected system. Modular code architecture is especially powerful in enterprise apps, B2B tools, or apps with multiple teams and long-term maintenance needs. It also plays well with feature flagging, CI/CD pipelines, and micro-frontend inspired patterns if your app grows into that territory. In the end, think of modular architecture as a mindset. Not just a structure, it's about clarity, ownership, and scale. If your React native codebase feels bloated, messy, or hard to test, modularization is the way forward. Want a visual walkthrough of this setup with live folder examples? Let me know in the comments.